Hello, hello, hello everyone, and welcome back to the thrilling wasteland adventures of Old Man McRib, everyone's favorite grumpy old man in a bathrobe. In today's episode, we'll head to Foundation and follow up on intel we got about some advanced Brotherhood weapons that found their way to the settlement, and we'll finally get to make some truly terrible choices and do some absolutely evil things. Remember, if you like videos like this one, be sure to go ahead and subscribe. There's always a lot more coming on the channel. Now, without further ado, let's head into Fort Atlas and see what Paladin Romani has lined up for our mission.
Initiate. I haven't had the chance to discuss your last assignment with Knight Shin yet. Was there something you needed to report to me directly?
Hey, guess who else got a hold of some rocket launchers? Foundation. Surprise.
This isn't the time for jokes, Initiate. This is very troubling news. How well do you know the people of Foundation?
I know the people of Foundation. I'm familiar with them.
That's good. Then I'm sure you're aware that they've managed to carve out a solid living for themselves in Appalachia. I spoke with a few members of their community, looking for ways to work together. We're in need of food and water. They have plenty to spare. However, knowing they may have those weapons accelerates matters. It's critical that we follow up with them right away.
Yes, I understand. Please do go on.
Your mission is as follows. Meet with Gloria Chance, the supervisor of Foundation Supply Room. Determine whether or not they've seen or acquired such weapons for themselves. And lastly, establish a trade deal with Foundation. Something that will provide us longevity in Appalachia. And allow me to stress, both returning with the weapons and securing a trade deal are equally important objectives, Initiate.
Equally important objectives. Okay, well, roger that, Paladin. You've got nothing to worry about. I may not have the charisma to prove it, but I am a real people person.
Remember, you represent the Brotherhood to these people. Do us proud.
Yeah, we'll see about that. We now also have the option to talk to Knight Shin. I'm not sure why we want to talk to him because he's kind of a dick, but we'll go ahead and talk to him and see what he thinks about this whole situation.
You're back. I assume Paladin Romani has tasked you with handling the situation. Why are you dragging your feet? Move out.
Paladin Romani has asked me to establish a trade deal with Foundation.
I see. This isn't surprising, but it's not the choice that I would have made. I will have a word with Paladin Romani while you're out. But remember, respect the chain of command. If Paladin Romani has tasked you with this, carry it out, regardless of what you or I may think of it.
Yes, but telling you about it sows chaos, and that's what I like to do. But you do have an opinion on the matter, don't you?
Do not test my patience, Initiate. This is our way. Chain of command supersedes how we feel. However, I will put this as plainly as I can. I feel we'd grow stronger from continuing to rely on ourselves rather than focus on trade deals. Recovering the weapons, however, is more than a task. It is your duty as a member of the Brotherhood of Steel. That's all I have to say on the matter. You have your assignment. Carry it out.
All right, Bethesda, we need to have a little chat now. Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, they had prostitution. Didn't see it in Fallout 4 and don't have it in Fallout 76, but I'm pretty sure it's the only way Knight Shin is ever gonna get laid. And for the love of Adam, Knight Shin needs to get laid. But I digress. Let's talk to Gloria Chance about these weapons.
You must be here about that shipment of Blamco mac and cheese. Great. I was starting to get worried.
Yeah, that's right. I take cap payments up front. $2,500.
2,000 and what? For a dozen?
They're pulling your leg, hon.
Well, that's not very nice. Why are you really here?
Oh, calm down, lady. I'm with the Brotherhood and I have some questions.
The Brotherhood? I thought Paladin Romani ran a tight ship. Meeting you makes me think otherwise. But I digress. How can I help you, sire, your majesty, your steeliness?
Yeah, your steeliness. That sounds about right. Let's talk about weapons. Have you seen any lying around?
Weapons? Well, sure. We have all sorts for defending Foundation. Oh, maybe you mean... Hun, can you tell our friend here about those thingies we picked up recently?
Oh, sure thing. We got weapons all right, Initiate. You Brotherhood guys make some high-quality gear. Now tell me if this sounds familiar. Tubes of explosive death with your logo on the side?
Sounds about right. Last warning, citizen. You need to turn them over immediately.
Yeesh. Listen, I couldn't fork them over even if I wanted to. Some of our guys took them for a test run a little while ago. They're probably up by the East Mountain Lookout.
Oh, that's right. Mike and them took the weapons out for a test drive. If you head over, I'm sure they'd let you take a look. I hope you understand those weapons are our property, though. We spent quite a bit acquiring them. But hurry back. I'm sure we can still find a way to work together, even if we don't need more weapons.
We'll see about that. You just remember, if you people are lying to me, you're all dead.
I bet.
Ooh.
Yeah, mock the grumpy old man in the bathrobe. If you weren't marked as essential, this wouldn't end well for you. But you are, so there's really nothing I can do. At least not now. We'll see if anything happens in the future. But before we do that, let's just take a walk around their little house here and see if we find anything interesting to steal. We do find a note sitting here, upcoming shipments. Meyer bread from the retreat should make for some good hoagies. Pepperoni rolls from the Blue Ridge Caravan Company, limited sample stock. Canned meat stew from a scavenger, procured from Mama Dolce's. Blamco mac and cheese from a scavenger. New contact, should be a dozen boxes. Must be what they were expecting from me. 5.56 rounds from Blue Ridge Caravan Company, Eugenie for delivery. Assortment of hunting rifle mods from Blue Ridge Caravan Company, Eugenie as well. Make sure Tad doesn't talk her ear off again. Replica giant teapot from a scavenger for my collection. So somebody collects pre-war memorabilia. Heading to the office on the other side of the room, we can see some of that collection. We can't loot most of it, but it looks like we can grab a couple of things here, and that's what old Man McRib does when he can't kill people. He steals everything they own that isn't bolted down. Make sure we get everything we can here. Empty lunch pail and a new note. Got that thing you wanted. T. That must be the Tad we talked to outside. It took a bit of haggling, but I managed to procure a limited print Tricentennial Protectron figure. It even still has the little flag and everything. It's not in box, of course, but I'd say it's near mint. Next time I'm by, let's talk prices. And that request for one of our backpacks? I don't know about that, my friend. We don't just give them out to anyone, but I understand. They're kind of a collector's item, huh? Maybe I might be able to get you one if you're finally willing to part with that Grognarok battle damage axe replica. A. I'm betting that A is Ares from the Blue Ridge Caravan Company, who do have a rather notable collectible backpack. Alright, after stealing everything they own that isn't bolted down and reading all their mail, we can take a relatively uneventful trip over to the East Mountain Lookout, where they said somebody named Mike and a bunch of guys from Foundation were testing out these new weapons. And we see a dead body right in front of us. Dead body, examine. One of several dead bodies scattered around the area. They appear to be from Foundation. Uh-oh. Looks like things didn't go smoothly with the weapon test. There's another body here as we move to the east. That's bad news for these guys. But he's got a stim pack. Too bad he didn't have time to use it. And we can see a Brotherhood weapons crate and a holotape on the ground next to a battered clipboard. Let's listen in.
All right, everyone gather round. Ward wanted us to record some instructions on how to use these things. Where's Mike? Hey, Mike, stop messing around with that terminal and grab one of those rocket launchers.
Sorry. I wanted to lock the terminal first. Let me put this in my bag really quick.
Give it up, Mike. That could be decades old. Just grab one of them and come here. Wait, Mike, I told you not to pick it up like that.
Oh, God. What have I done?
Sounds like good old Mike has had a very bad day with his friends. A crate with the Brotherhood of Steel logo on it. It's empty, but appears to have once held a large weapon. Indeed, what else do we have laying around here? Well, we might as well kill this possum. And here's another one. We might as well kill you. I can always use a little extra food. Got some more metal crates. Nothing interesting there. There's a computer terminal that was marked, and here's Mike's bag. We can examine this. A bag with the name Mike on it. You found a password holotape tucked into one of the pockets. And now we'll go ahead and take a look at the terminal. See what Mike's been up to here at East Mountain Lookout. Doesn't look like anything interesting in there. Yeah, nothing real interesting. Let's pop into the terminal. Last chance, if you're reading this, I'll cut you. If you know the secret password, use the secret menu. Read my messages. If you don't, why are you using this? I will kill you if I find you. Secret, keep out. And then another entry that says, from Mike. So I'm guessing Mike is not our chronic misspeller, but maybe he is. Let's go ahead and read Mike's entry first. Hey, if you're from Foundation, that means I probably gave you the password to access the secret information on here. If not, whoops, sorry friend. But if you are from Foundation, check out the info this scavenger left. His spelling may leave a lot to be desired, but it seems like he found a perfect hiding place for something valuable. Uh-oh, looks like the guys are getting annoyed that I'm taking so long. Gotta go, Mike Tiller. And now we can pop over into the secret misspelled entries. We've got 4 here. The one at the bottom is syntax error 3 cannot compile. So I think that's going to be nothing important here. Auto delete time, yeah. That's just a bunch of gibberish. We'll start with entry 1, your misspelled plan. What has he got to say here? Got your last message loud and clear. Making plans right now. I'll report back if we get something. So yes, spelling definitely leaves a lot to be desired, but we get the point. Entry 2, suckers. Good news. We hit the caravan. They never saw it coming. Huge haul. Just like you said. Check back here tomorrow to get your share with your again misspelled. Entry 3, Kerwood Mine. What do we have here? This must be the entry we really needed. Found the perfect place to hide your share from that last score. There's a place near here, Kerwood Mine. It'll take some doing, but I got an idea that'll keep this stuff hidden away for a lifetime. Meet me there, but I'll leave instructions in case you miss me. So yes, spelling is terrible, and if this guy was still alive somewhere, old Man McRib would definitely need to dole out some punishment for that terrible, terrible grammar. Anyway, let's head over to Kerwood Mine, which is not far from where we're at, but, it's a little bit of a trek down the mountain, so let's use the magic of editing to get there now. When we do find our way to Kerwood Mine, we can see a few enemies outside. There's a mole miner being attacked by an ant. Shouldn't be anything too terrible that we can't handle. And we'll take out the ant. Anybody else hanging around here? No, doesn't look like it. Easy enough. Anything interesting in here? We've got a miner corpse with some pre-war money. We'll grab that. And yeah, nothing really interesting. Nothing notable in here. We'll just loot. And then we'll head on into the mine. Turning north, there's the door. Let's go in. When we get inside, we can see that there are some enemies lurking around. And a quest marker leading us over to a caged off area, but let's clear out the enemies first. Looks like we've got a mole rat, oh what fun, and some mole miners. Nothing our walking cane can't handle. Take that. You want some too? You guys want some of this walking cane? Eat my cane, mole miner. Come on now. How many times I gotta whack you before you learn your lesson? All right, there we go. That's done. Let's head over to the quest marker, see what we can find. Anything else lurking around? Doesn't look like it. Oh, there's a person back there. That must be Mike. Yes, talk to Mike Tiller. Let's do that. But we'll loot a little bit first and see what he's got to say.
Hold it right there. Don't come any closer.
Yeah, Mike, trying to tell me what to do is a very bad idea.
I'm sorry. Don't hurt me. It was an accident. I'm Mike. Mike Tiller. Go to Foundation. Tell him you found me dead. Because I'm never leaving. I'm not going back. You can't make me. They'll never believe me. They'll think I'm a murderer.
They might, but you know what? You're actually gonna be dead once I get in there, kid. That's just the way this goes for you.
No! Just stay away! This door is barred tight, and the way behind me is flooded. You can't get in. Just give up, and go tell Gloria I'm dead.
Why would I just tell her you're dead when I can make sure you're dead? Oh, Mike Tiller, it's not your fault, but Old Man McRib has been woefully denied the chance to do truly evil things for many, many quests. So, sorry, but it's kind of your turn. As we make our way through the mine, we find some more enemies. We have to find a way to reach the weapons, which won't be too difficult with these handy-dandy quest markers lying around. We'll take care of a couple of ants, grab some meat. We can always use that to boost our carry weight. And here we find a trunk with a note stabbed into it with a knife. Let's read the note. It's titled Diving Suit and was written by our favorite grammatically challenged scavenger. Listen up, I got a fancy dying soot in this here box. Use it to dive in the water and find those valuables. I put them in red bags, so look sharp. And the diving suit, the fancy diving suit, is the cave diver suit. And that was teased over multiple different expansion graphics, but it's finally here. Sadly, it's basically just a hazmat suit that lets you breathe underwater and avoid diseases, which I suppose can be useful, but it looks really cool, so it would have been fun to be able to use it for more than that, but apparently that's what we're limited to with this particular piece of apparel. And we'll make sure we've got everything we need here. And no, I'm not low health. Let's stick with our troubleshooter swing speed walking cane. That's fine. Swing speed is good. And we'll take care of you. And then we'll jump in the water and search for these bags of valuables. Now, the sunken valuables are an unmarked part of the quest. You just kind of have to swim around under here and hunt for them. I'm not sure if their location is randomized or if they're always in the same place, but it's really hard to know where the hell you are down here, so I'm just going to show you me collecting all of them so you know what they look like, so at least you know what to look for when you come on this quest. But here's one. It's in basically a red bowling ball bag. And a little later, we find Bag of Hidden Valuables number 2. While searching around, I also find a file cabinet with a Kerwood back tunnel key in it. I'm thinking that may be useful for this quest, though I'm not entirely sure. And then several minutes later, we finally found bag number 3. And now our quest marker says unlock the back door tunnel. So we found the key in that file cabinet. I don't know if we needed that key or if maybe we could have just picked that lock. Guess we'll find out. And we've got some more enemies to deal with. A few mole miners leveling to match us. I see. We'll just beat his corpse for a little bit longer. And who else is hanging around here? And we've got a few more mole miners to take out. I didn't spot any mole rats. I thought I saw some when I came in, but maybe they wisely ran and hid from old Man McRib's glorious walking cane. So far, nothing we can't handle, and that clears the place out. Now we unlock the back door. Oh, we've got one more hiding clipped into the door. We can unlock that with the key. I presume that maybe if we didn't have that key, we would have been able to pick the lock on that door. Not entirely sure there. There was no quest marker on the key, so I'd imagine that would be fairly frustrating for people to hunt for blindly. But I know on some characters I already had that key because I'd explored here before, so maybe they were counting on that too. Either way, was fairly simple to do. And what do we have here? We have a dead miner with a miner hat. Let's take that and see if we can put that on. Maybe that'll light things better. Oh, no. It takes off the cave diving suit when you put it on, so that's no good. Thought maybe we'd get better lighting under the water. Okay, let's kill the light and stay in stealth. We've got a few more mole miners here to take care of. And you're dead? How about your buddy over there? Let's take him out too. Sorry, mole miner, today is not your day. Have some cane, tough guy. Yeah, we don't need to bother with that. Okay, let's keep making our way up the incline here. So now, next step is to reach the weapon. So now we've got mole rats. Uh-huh. Now we've got a mole rat. Okay, nothing we couldn't handle. And it looks like we are sneaking in the back way here to find Mike and the weapons. Let's see how this goes for Mike. Security gate requires key. I don't have that key. Okay, thought maybe my key would unlock it, but I guess not. Anything interesting in here? Nothing notable. Here is Mike. And we have the steamer trunk with the Brotherhood weapons that we can't get to because Mike has the key. And he should have given it to us, but, you know, bad life choices.
Oh god. You made it! How did you even... Please, don't hurt me.
Sorry, dude. Bad timing for you. Hope you got a weapon, kid, 'cause it's time to die.
No, please!
Sorry, kid. I almost feel bad about that. He went down so easily, so quickly, just flopping to the floor. And we didn't do this right if we don't have him for a snack. It's been a while. It's been a while since we got to do anything truly evil. We'll put our bathrobe back on, re-equip our armor, collect these weapons, and head back over to Foundation. I just can't wait to tell Gloria and Tad about all this.
You're back! I was starting to get worried. Oh, you've got the weapons. Where's Mike and the others? Weren't they at the tower?
Oh, the choices we have here. So we can lie and say we're sorry and cover our tracks so there were no survivors. Or tell the truth, which probably won't end well. Lying is bad, but telling the truth is potentially more chaotic. So yes, in this case, I think old man McRib is just going to have to be honest. Mike accidentally killed them all, but he wouldn't give up the weapons, so I had to kill him.
You killed Mike? How could you? That's murder! Oh, poor Mike. Those boys. This is terrible.
Hold up. Not only did our boys die out there, but you killed Mike because he wouldn't hand over our weapons? Did I just hear that right? I think it's time you gave back those weapons and got on out of here.
Ooh, they're pissed. This is great. Okay, so you want me to give back the weapons, huh? Well, I can use strength and say, I keep the weapons, Foundation hands over supplies, and I don't kill you. Or I can say, take the weapons, they're yours, go nuts, blow yourself up for all I care. Now, it would be the strength check is basically making them slaves to the Brotherhood. It would be one thing if I was making them slaves to Old Man McRib, but I don't really care if the Brotherhood gets any benefit here. So there's more chaos if I leave the weapons with them. Obviously, they're not capable of handling them. So yeah, I'm going to do that. And I'm pretty sure they hate me. So we're not going to get the weapons and we're not going to get a trade deal. This sounds like a great ending. So yeah, go ahead. Take the weapons, buddy. They're yours. Go nuts. Blow yourselves up for all I care.
This doesn't just square things away. I hope you know that.
You should leave right now. Tell Paladin Romani that any chance of a trade deal is off.
Murderer. No better than a raider.
No better than a raider? Come on now. Raiders kill for stuff. Old Man McRib kills for fun. There's a difference between Old Man McRib and a raider. I wonder what Paladin Romani and Knight Shin are going to think about my lack of success on this particular mission. Let's find out.
Welcome back, Initiate. I was just discussing the missile launcher matter with Knight Shin here. I imagine you're here to report on your dealings with Foundation. Well then, don't keep us waiting.
I let those dummies keep the weapons. We don't need to deal with them at all.
Initiate, this level of incompetence is unacceptable. Letting such dangerous weapons fall into the hands of civilians? Are you mad?
I can hardly fathom a worse result than this. Not only have you damaged my reputation, the Brotherhood's reputation, but you also put dangerous weapons into untrained civilian hands. What if they're stolen? Sold? Just imagine the repercussions. Think, innocents killed by weapons bearing the Brotherhood's crest? People's trust in us would be shattered.
Paladin, that's your concern. How we're seen. What about the danger those weapons pose?
That's enough, Knight. I know all too well how dangerous these weapons can be. Initiate, I am very disappointed in your choices. I will not reward such recklessness. Off with you while I consider our next steps.
Paladin, maybe we should check in with Scribe Valdez. She had mentioned wanting to bring something important to our attention.
That's right. Initiate, can I trust you to retrieve Scribe Valdez? Or is that perhaps asking too much of you? Knight Shin and I have a few things to discuss in the meantime.
And after that lengthy barrage of insults and lecture, we complete the quest Supplying Demands, where it appears that the Brotherhood has given us no reward, but we did get 3 plans, and I'm guessing those are because we collected all 3 of the valuable bowling ball bags. That's all I can think of anyway, because clearly the Brotherhood is none too pleased with me. I knew this was going to be a bad way to end the quest, which really is a perfect way to end the quest. So yeah, I've managed to fail miserably, and yet the Brotherhood still wants me to go talk to Scribe Valdez. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly what we'll do next week in part 7 of the thrilling wasteland adventures of Old Man McRib, the Steel Dawn edition. So I am very happy that we were finally able to do something truly evil. We were finally able to kill a named NPC and even eat him and dismally fail a quest. So how that will affect the overall outcome of Steel Dawn or the follow-up quests, I don't know. But so far, we have been a very bad little Brotherhood initiate. We've broken lots of things for Scribe Valdez on the first quest. We have harvested intelligence on the Brotherhood and given it to the Raiders, and now we have completely botched a major quest here in both ways. We were supposed to recover weapons and establish a trade deal. We failed to do both of those things and made the Brotherhood look really bad in the process. So hopefully there are some consequences for that at some point. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to bring today's video to an end. I do hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. This was truly a fun one to do, and I hope we get to see more of this going forward. As always, if you enjoyed yourself, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment. I always like to see when people get a kick out of old Man McRib. Makes me very happy. But without further ado, we're going to call it a day. There's always a lot more to come on the channel. I'll look forward to seeing you all next time. Till then, I'm Fisty McRib.